this has been a very long time coming. I'm really sorry to everyone who has been requesting this for a while, and I kept saying, yeah, I'll do it, and didn't get around to it. But I really wanted to have mirae and more like all complete before I film my next binder video. So they are done now. So here it is. This will probably be really long because there's a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that's like, especially for 17 and twice, like a lot of non-album stuff. So obviously if you're a once and you're not a carrot, or you're a carrot and you're not a once, or maybe you're an XOL and want to see a chanyeol collection and don't want to see the rest, I will put timestamps in the description of each binder that I do and what's inside the binder. So, you know, you really don't like twice, first of all, what's wrong with you? Second of all, you can skip that section because there's some very big folders with a lot of one group. Yeah, and this is probably gonna be a really long video, so I apologize in advance. But yeah, I will go through everything and yeah, enjoy. So I thought I would start with the biggest binder and go in size order. So this is my, like, I don't even know how wide this is. I will measure it after and I will put the width here. Ta-da. But yeah, this is like the widest 4-ring binder I could find because this is my twice album collection. So how it kind of goes is I have dahyun first. And with the way I do dahyun, it's kind of similar to last time. I've just moved it into a different binder. I also include kind of non-album stuff that's related to the album. So I keep the pre-order cards with things like you'll see as we go through. And then after that, I have my Sana collection plus my OT9 stuff. So yeah, this is all twice and all album stuff. But yeah, let's take a flip through. So first page, we've got her full story begins cards and 4 page 2 cards. And then I kind of just did this little thing here with the title tracks, which I think I like this a lot better than I used to have it with the 6 things. It's just an awkward number with the 4s, but I quite like what I've done with this. And then we have my lane 1 page. So I have the 2 lane 1 cards plus the pre-order, and then I keep the monographs with it as well. So we've got the monograph, and then we have the Christmas cards. Every single time I look at these cards, I thank my lucky stars. I got such a good deal on them. I got them really quite early on. Like I hadn't completed my dahyun album cards collection by the time I got these. I can't remember exactly how much I paid, but considering I see group orders for them all the time these days, and the prices that these cards go for is ridiculous. I mean, I understand they're at a print or whatever, but it is ridiculous to the point where were I starting this collection now, probably just wouldn't bother collecting them. I don't have them for Sana anyway, and I don't intend on getting them for Sana unless I literally see a bargain, but that's never gonna happen. Anyway, this is lane 1, and then we have lane 2. I quite like the way this page turned out as well. This was quite awkward because obviously it's only the 4 cards because there's only 1 card from each version and then a pre-order from each version. And I don't know, I find putting just 4 cards on one page a little bit awkward because, I mean, like, no hate to people who do like minimalism things, but like my brain doesn't like that. It's like, that's empty. You'll be able to see from going through this binder that I like things busy, like my brain. I quite like the way this turned out. Just a little picture from each of the versions. Then we have Signal. And this is like exactly how it was. I don't think I've changed this in literally months and months, so this will probably be exactly the same. But we've got the 3 normal cards, the holo, and then we have pre-order and monograph. So yeah. Twice-to-gram, kind of done, yeah, a similar thing here. But with this, I've also included the Likey pop-up store card. So this is what I mean by, obviously I always include the pre-orders and the monograph cards as I go through them. But I also, anything that is just like a non-album card, but it's related to the comeback. So the Likey pop-up store. There was a Dance the Night Away pop-up store, so I've included that card with Summer Nights, and I kind of always do similar things to that, but as I said, you'll see as we go along. But yeah, I quite like how this turned out with the color blocking as well. I love Twistagram so much, like the colors of it and the comeback and everything. I miss it. I miss Dahyun's black hair. But yeah, I like how this page turned out as well. And then we have Merry and Happy. I've done the same here with the Merry and Happy blanket transparent photo card. That was quite a recent addition, but yeah, it's kind of mimics the Twistagram page. I'm a little bit torn about how I've got these in black. I kind of feel like I maybe should make them white, but then I feel like there'd be too much white. It's a little bit difficult. This page kind of makes me feel a little bit odd. I don't know what it is, but the cards are beautiful and she's beautiful, and that's all that matters. And we're on to when they started doing 1 million cards per album. So What Is Love, page 1. I have 8 of the cards. What Is Love, page 2, with the rest of the cards, the pre-orders, and the monograph. Which I think this is my favourite Dahyun monograph card. Well, it's because this is my favourite Dahyun look that's ever happened. Obviously, it is my profile picture on here, isn't it? Yeah, I just love What Is Love. And Summer Nights, page 1. It's very similar to What Is Love. Here, we've got the pre-orders, obviously 3 pre-orders this time, the monograph, and the Dance the Night Away pop-up store card. And then just a little sticker thing I made in the middle. Yeah, Yes or Yes. Page 1. I switched to the black sleeves rather than the white ones for this. Just, I felt like everything matched a lot better. I think I felt like the concept of Yes or Yes, it just matched the black sleeves a little bit better. I haven't used the black sleeves a lot. I think there's only like 3 comebacks where I've used it for because it matched them, but that's generally just because Twice usually have like brighter, more colourful, but I felt like it matched Yes or Yes a lot better. I love her set for this. The cards look so good. It's probably just because of her hair colour, but everything just looks, and the way that she's wearing the tartan hat in so much of them, and like the red top and stuff with all the red borders and all the yellow, just very pleasing to the eye. Yes or Yes, page 2, with the pre-orders and the monograph. Then we have Year of Yes, which fits on 1 page, which is ridiculous. So yeah, obviously we only got the 5 cards, the pre-orders and the monograph. So it seems a little bit weird to have it only on 1 page when, like, from What Is Love onwards, everything takes up pages and pages. Fancy, page 1. Very beautiful. I honestly love the fact that Dahyun's like colour is white, so all her borders are white. Everything just looks so clean. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love like the other colour borders and stuff. Like, I love my Sana collection with the purple, because purple's my favourite colour, but just the way I do it with the sleeves, I think just the white and the white sleeves looks so good that it matches. Fancy, page 2. I used quite a few of the stickers from the sticker sheets for it as well. Pre-orders, monograph, there we are, the 2 cards. And then Feel Special. Yeah, I used the black sleeves for Feel Special as well, because I just felt like it seemed darker and seemed to match black a bit more. I think I started out using white sleeves and just something looked a bit funny, and just one day I tried switching it to the black ones and I felt like it looked a hell of a lot better, so I stuck with that. Feel Special, page 2. So I actually have the I joined a group order for the is it Shinhan Bank photo cards, you know, the non-album ones. There's a Korean bank, and if you like signed up to them, you got some Twice photo cards. Either way, they're like relatively rare, but I've paid for that and I've got it on the way. It's just taken quite a while to arrive, but obviously it was Feel Special era, so it's like the same styling and everything. So I'm probably gonna put that on here as well, because I mean, she's in the same outfit as she is here, so I'm gonna rearrange that when that comes and display that with the album stuff rather than in my non-album folder. And then we have More and More, page 1, so More and More is on 3 pages. There is 3 pages of More and More, just because the way they did it with all the unit cards and what have you. So I don't know how I split it. I think I just maybe picked some of my favorites away. I picked 7 of the selfie cards on the first page, And then I have the other two, the units and the pairs on the second page. And then we have the two group cards, the pre-order cards, the monograph, and this was the with drama pre-order card. I know lots of sites did pre-order stuff, but it was all the same photo. So I just got the with drama ones. I only wanted one of them, and I thought the with drama ones were the prettiest because of the hollow. So I do sometimes think about whether I should try more and more in black sleeves rather than white ones. I might try that out sometime because I wonder whether it would actually look better. Anyway, it's white sleeves for now. Then we come on to Sana. So I don't collect any units for Sana. So in terms of Sana, all I have all of her solo Korean cards. I don't collect the two Christmas ones, the Christmas Twice Coastal one, and I don't collect any units. So obviously for Story Begins and page 2, I only have the 6 cards rather than the 8 from dahyun. And then I've got Twice Coastal Lane 1, Twice Coastal Lane 2, and Signal. So this actually was a freebie with a trade I did with someone like ages and ages ago, and it kills me that I cannot remember who it was. I didn't like make a note of it or something, so I'm really sorry that I can't remember your app, but thank you so much, because actually, like, it's the official sticker from, was it a pop-up shop? I can't remember. I wasn't a kpop stand back then. I certainly didn't know who Twice was, so you know, I wasn't around when it happened. I really, really want the dahyun version, but I felt like putting that with the Lane 1 cards, and it filled the page and stuff, and it looks great. And thank you so much to the person who gave me that, and I'm really sorry that I can't remember your name. So yeah, that was those ones. And then we have Twicegram and Merry and Happy on one page. And then this is where it gets fun. So I collect OT9 sets from What Is Love onwards. So what I do is I wanted to keep my, because obviously the way I display my dahyun collection is, you know, a little bit different. I kind of do each album as like a display because I put the other things in and blah, blah, blah. So I wanted to keep all of her cards together. So when I collect OT9 sets, I collect the dahyun again. So I actually have duplicates of a lot of dahyun cards in this binder, which seems really ridiculous, but I just like the way it looks a little bit more. So I have all of Sana's cards. So what I do is I, all of the ones that I don't collect an OT9 set for, I put on a page like this. And then afterwards, I have my OT9 pages. So this is the first one I do for What Is Love. Second one, which is complete. And the third one, which is really nearly complete. Really kills me that they're not in order. But I'm not going to put them in like letter order to say What's Love. Because I have to have them in member order. So whatever it says. A was taller, and then whatever Chewy's holding. I'm going to shut up. Then same thing with Summer Nights. I know a lot of people, the way they do this is like doing 9 cards on a page to fill a page and then collect OT9 sets for just the other ones. But I just want as many OT9 sets as possible. I mean, in an ideal world, if money was no object, I would just be collecting OT9 full time. But money is an object, so I'm not. You know, as time goes on, maybe I would collect another one of these as a set. It would probably be that one. In which case I'll put another filler in on this page and add in whatever. That's very in the future. Can't afford it right now. So yeah, my Summer Nights cards and then sets. So this one nearly done. This one is done. I love seeing a Twice OT9 page completed, especially when it's the color border ones. It just looks so good. And this one is done as well, which I love. I love the sparkle border. Then we have Yes or Yes. Same thing. One set, which is completed, and another set, which is not completed. This is really silly that I have an empty spot for dahyun when I literally have that card earlier in the binder. I could have like edited this out and like taken that card out and put it in here and been like, oh, I've got it. But then you'd be able to tell because it was in a black sleeve. And what the hell does it matter anyway? Then I have Year of Yes. I don't collect an OT9 set for this, firstly because I'm I'm not that keen on them. I like the way the girls look, and I love Year of Yes album and everything, but I'm not that mad keen on them. And they seem to be a little bit harder to come by as well, as far as Twice cards go anyway. Year of Yes seem to be like the harder ones to come by, so and because they're not in distinct sets either, I think is the thing. Because the way with any other Twice cards, they have like different types of borders or what have you, whereas with Year of Yes, they all have the same border and they all have the same back. So there aren't. Some people seem to say like, oh yeah, this is a set the way when they're all, you know, a one where they're all far away, but it differs per member, and there aren't distinct sets. Not that I am aware of anyway. If there are, I'm in the dark. And then Fancy is actually completed. I'm pretty sure it's the only album I'm completed. So the Sana cards, the letter ones, which is actually in order. Love them for that. And this one, which I adore this card. There's actually another set of Fancy that I really, really wanted to collect, but I didn't because I thought I should only do 2. Maybe one day. It's the one with the flowers, by the way. Love it. And we have Feel Special. Same thing again. Sana. Feel Special 1. Got quite a way to go. Feel Special 2, which is a lot better. Feel Special 3. And then I have More and More. So originally I had said I wasn't going to collect an 89 set for More and More because Sana only had 9 solo cards and they fit on a page and blah, 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 blah. But as I, you know, started to complete sets of the other ones and do well and not have that much left, I was like, screw it, because I love the way they look as well. So quite recently I started on an 89 set for More and More, which is this one because it's my favorite. I think I do have a couple of, I'm pretty sure I've got those 2 on the way, maybe another one. But yeah, I just love this set. So that is it for my Twice album. Let's move on to the next biggest folder. Okay, so second biggest binder is my dahyun non-album collection. I keep a Japanese album cards in with non-album. I do the same with Vernon as well. I don't know why, because they are literally album, because they are in a Japanese album. But I keep them. I pretty much have Korean album folders and non-Korean album folders. But yeah, so let's dive into this. Oh, I also actually have Korean album non-photo card things in here as well. As you've seen in the last clip, it was literally only photo cards. So other sized things I keep in this binder as well, because you saw how massive the other binder was, and that was just photo cards. They physically wouldn't fit in it. So they're in here. So first page is the Japanese cards that have the tabs. So there are only 5 of them, and I have the 5 of them on here. I don't know, it kind of upset me when they started doing them without the tabs. I don't know why, because these don't fit in 9 pockets, whereas the other ones do fit in 9 pockets. I think I would have liked a 6th one, so it would fill a page, but oh well, we have a filler for now. I then have the others. So I have #twice with the ID. I have the #twice2 ID. Obviously the card was on the first page. And these are the 2 repackaged cards. So obviously they're not high touch, so they're not very rare. And I have Happy Happy and Breakthrough. I do not have And Twice, and I do not have either of the 2 Fanfare cards because I am not that rich and they go for ridiculous amounts of money. They've obviously just started making them way rarer. I mean, I understand it because getting a solo member in a Japanese album is like, it's a high touch ticket, or you know, in this current state I think it's online, isn't it, whatever it is, but either way, you know, it's you get to meet Twice, you get to interact with Twice, so obviously it's gonna be rare because they can't have that many people into it, especially not now while it's online. So I understand how rare they are considering how many albums Twice sell in Japan, but it does make it really frustrating that the chances of getting a member card are so tiny, and therefore collecting your member's card is with the last 2 albums is near impossible. And I'm sure it'll be exactly the same with #twice3, which is very frustrating. But I mean, it is what it is. It just really upsets me because they're such beautiful cards and I really, really want them, but I am not paying £30+ for a photo card. Like, I can't. I mean, you can see from this whole situation how much I enjoy all this and how much it means to me, but like, I can't justify that. No judgment if you do personally do it, like no judgment at all. I kind of wish I did, but I can't bring myself to do it. So for now, these stay blank until one day I find a bargain on Mirae. It'll happen one day. It'll happen one day. I then have the IC stickers on a page. I do actually have the More and More one on the way in a Mirae order, but obviously it's not here yet. But that will be going in there. A little bit screwed when they inevitably do one for #twice3 because it's gonna have to start a new page, but whatever. You know how Twice are with Japanese releases. I'm sure there'll be another 5 out in no time and we'll fill a second page. It's my little sad Thailand collection, which is probably never gonna grow because same thing. I bought these 3 off one person on Instagram, so I managed to get a pretty good deal because they were thankfully selling them really cheap, and thank you so much to them. But I'm finding it so hard to find the others for reasonable prices. If anyone is selling them, I mean, as long as it's an affordable price, I will probably buy it, or at least consider buying it. So if you have any of these 3, please at least offer. Worst I can say is no. Then I start with the album cards. I've tried to be kind of chronological with this, although I know the first 2 or 3 pages are not very chronological, because obviously this is Twice Out in the opening, encore, and then I have the opening afterwards. But after that, it's like a little bit chronological, a little bit. So yeah, that's the first page. And then I have Once Begins. It's just not chronological. It gets chronological when we get into trading cards. Yeah, let's go with that. So I have Once Begins, and then I also have the Once Begins paper doll photo card, which obviously was the same thing. And then I have the Once Halloween just on the page with it because these didn't really have another place to go. But I love the way that page looks. She is stunning. I then have Twice Out in the opening, which is obviously before those ones. I have those here. I just have one of the units. And then I have Twice Land Fantasy Park. And then I've got that was from the opening encore, wasn't it? And then that was just a pop-up store. Chronologically, they confuse me. Yeah, like I say, the first few pages aren't really chronological. I kind of have more just displayed them how they look nice together and also how they fit because they're odd numbers. Then have my Japanese event, like Polaroid style photo cards. These are the only cards that I keep in clear sleeves rather than in white or black ones, because I want to see the backs, because the backs are the best bit about these. They look so good. I don't know if that's even in frame. If you see a little bit of it. So yeah, so it's the first page of them. And the second, I have Tokyo Dome and Fanfare, which is the most recent one. I have them on the way, but they're coming with my Twice World in a Day ticket. So, you know what it's like with shipping. I'm trying to get everything together, so it's been a while, but I don't really mind. I know I've got it. I'll have it in here one day. And then my most accomplished page in this binder. I don't know if I finished this when I did the last binder tour. I can't remember whether it was done or not. But here is my Twice TV 2018 page, which took me a lot. I think I did have it last time because I explained this in the last video, but what I did when I first got my current job, wait, that's bothering me. Sorry, that's probably happened with a bunch of cards where they've kind of like fallen down the sleeve and gone a little bit funny, but that one was just really bugging me. Yeah, so when I first got my job, which is, considerably more than I had been previously earning, or when I wasn't earning when I was a student, I did this like little treat for myself where I was like, every paycheck I'll buy myself a Twice TV 2018 card. So I did that for a while, and then it was like I couldn't even find them. And I actually pulled that card when I finally got the DVD. I, at that point, either needed 2 or 3 left. I'm pretty sure it was actually 2, and I pulled it. Not only did I pull dahyun, but I pulled one of the ones that I actually needed on Christmas. Just, honestly, that's like all my good luck used up forever now. But yeah, I finally completed it, and this is probably my most valuable page as well, because the prices these go for are like insane now. I guess that's the thing as well with like collecting things, is they only go up in value, so it's kind of like you do need to get on it as quick as you can, otherwise it's just going to be more and more expensive. But yeah, it is a beautiful page. I'm very, very proud of it. Okay, and now we're like into trading card land onwards. So I kind of do the same with these as I do with my like album things, where I kind of do a display across multiple pages, because they don't always fit. You know, so I group like so obviously these are trading cards from Twice Lights, and then I have the rest of the trading cards, and I also have the lenticulars, and then I keep my Candy Bong Z, sorry, it's probably Z isn't it, 'cause it's like American, but I say BDZ as well, which I'm pretty sure probably annoys people because it's probably BDZ, but I'm English, we say Z, so Candy Bong Z. Photocard with these, because obviously it was the same photo shoot and what have you. So yeah, so I keep like trading cards and everything else that was from that event or from that pop-up store or whatever, kind of do it in displays. So that was Twice Lights, and I have Twice Shop. So I have some trading cards, and then the rest of the trading cards, the lenticulars, and then the clear cards for the Korean one and the Japanese one. I adore this photo shoot so much. She looks gorgeous. They all do. But I love the rainbow top especially. And then we have Once Halloween 2. So trading cards, rest of the trading cards, and the lenticular. I adore this photo shoot. Like, she looks amazing. They all looked incredible. The styling, absolutely to die for. But so many of the cards, look at all those cards. They look exactly the same. It boggles my mind a little bit, but hey. I still bought them all, so who's the fool? It's me. And then, ooh, my favourite trading card set so far is Twice University. Love it. So I kind of did the same thing here. So I bought the like Twice University kit thing, which obviously comes with the IDs, and it comes with 2, so I have them on both pages because there was 2 of them. I didn't know what else to do with them. So we have the trading cards and one of the IDs. The rest of the trading cards, the ID, the lenticular, and then the ID card, student card thing from the kit. So yeah, that's that. I just love the colours from it. It just looks so good, and I like the way I put this like blue kind of 80s print thing on it. I just think it looks so good. We will have the Twice World in a Day page here when that eventually comes, but that's like next month sometime, isn't it? Then here I have my like Japanese lottery set sticker things. So I currently have the Candy Pop one kind of just on it, just because that way it fills a page, because otherwise it would be literally one thing on the other side. When they next have a concert or event or whatever where they do these, which who knows, Corona, it could be 2 years from now, I'll move on to a second page and I'll split this apart. But for now, the sticker and the lottery thing, the ticket thing, stay in one pocket. This is my like Once fan club and season's greetings page so far. And this is my DVDs page, which that's all of them so far. I'm sure it won't take long to fill that. And then I have, so this is kind of my, like, minus that, it's kind of my like collaborations photo cards. So obviously these are the school looks ones, the nature collection, and then from the Decon magazine. And then I kind of just have the Twice Scene Jeju photocard here because I don't really know where else it should go. I had it with my Twice stuff for a while because it was like, you know, beachy, kind of suited that a little bit, but for now it just kind of lives here. This is another reason I've kind of been putting off filming this, is because I actually have dahyun's Pocari Sweat photocard. I have it on the way, like I purchased it, but it's just been taking a while to get from the group order manager to me, and it's probably still gonna, you know, be at least another couple of weeks. So I was like, I can't keep putting this off, but that will live on this page at some point, which means I'm probably gonna have to move that. Who knows, I'll work it out. And then I also have the bookmarks from, I'm pretty sure these were Twice shop as well, but obviously it's Yes or Yes, Yes Fancy. I just kind of stuck them on some pages, but I just thought they were really cute, and yeah, I'm a sucker for cute little things. And that was it for the photo cards. So now I have, this is just non-photo card things onwards. So I have album stuff first, plus this, which I guess is kind of album stuff, isn't it? Because it's all characters from the albums. But I didn't know where else to put this, so I thought I'd just fill in one of these empty spots. So this is this page looks really ridiculous, but these are like non-photo card inclusions that actually fit in 4 pockets. So we've got Year of Yes and more and more. And I have my What Is Love stickers and Lane 2 standee in 3 pockets because they fit. So these things aren't in order, they're just in order of like what fits in 4 pockets versus 3 pockets versus 2 pockets or whatever. So it's not chronologically, it's just what fit where. So I've got Summer Nights and Twistagram, Yes or Yes, and What Is Love. In an ideal world, I would get another one of this because, so this is from, like I traded with someone like ages and ages ago, back from when they used to stick the, so like first press or whatever, they used to stick the clear cards in the album, so everyone's has like sticker residue on the side. Whereas now, they have little folds and they like tuck it in to the album, so there's no sticker on it. So they're always like plain, and I would like a dahyun one that doesn't have sticker residue on it, but obviously that is not important. It's kind of more likely if I buy another What Is Love album to like trade for OT9 cards and I pull her, that would be wonderful because then I'd keep it, but it's really not that important. Like, I'm not spending money on it, so I'll probably just keep this until I happen upon one. And then Fancy and her postcard from the accordion postcard from More and More. And the Feel Special lyric book, which had to go on a single page because it's too big to go in a 2 pocket. I then have, yeah, the page 2 monograph, because it's massive, don't really go anywhere else. I don't know if anything will ever fill that spot, probably not. I should draw something in it instead. But yeah, I recently got that when I finally found the actual monograph for sale. It really bothers me that it couldn't have been photo card size like the others. The amount of DMs I get from people saying, some people are actually quite rude and aggressive about it. They're like, you've missed off page 2 from the monograph cards template. And I'm like, yes, but it's not a photo card. I do photo card templates only. It's not a photo card. As you can see, it's not a photo card. It's freaking massive. But yeah, beautiful nonetheless. I then have kind of Japanese album other inclusions. So this is the postcard from And Twice repackage and the phone holder stand thing. I actually pulled this with my album. So I don't have the BDZ repackage one because I don't have the BDZ repackage album. No, I don't. I think I just bought the photo card. And they're a little bit bulky and whatever. I wouldn't have bought this had I not pulled it, but I pulled it with my album, so that's why I've got it. And they look good together. And then these are the like event stickers for some of the albums. I don't know what it is exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's like if you bought the album like at a specific, like, I think I'm pretty sure this one was like if you bought And Twice from Twice Lights in Japan, you got this sticker with it. Something like that. It, you know, it was one of those kind of like benefits with thing, and they've done them for these four, so I have them. And then I have my Japan Season's Greetings. So that was 2019. Or is it 2020? No, it's 2019 Season's Greetings, isn't it? It's like, I get confused because obviously Blackpink do like welcoming packages, so they did like 2020 welcoming, but obviously other groups did 2019 Season's Greetings. So it's 2019, 2017. Watch me be completely wrong on this. And then Twice Airlines was 2018, and I will probably never ever have dahyun's postcard from it because they didn't come in sets like these ones. It was random, so they're like crazy expensive. But that's a like bucket list item, is to have her Twice Airlines postcard to go on this page. But ain't the end of the world if it never happens. Then have like, this is kind of like non-album postcards, or Korean non-album postcards. So these are the two postcards from Twice Land, the opening. Yeah, the first one, which are just so, so beautiful. And then I have all my Deacon postcards. So I don't actually have them all in here. Any of the ones that didn't have her face on, I put them in a box. And I'm pretty sure I put the group one in the box, and maybe the unit one as well. But any ones that just have her, like it's just her and have her face on, are in here. I've like double sided them, so sorry, that's kind of out of shot, you can't really see that, but there's a lot of them, and they're so, so beautiful. I think when I originally got them, I thought they were smaller than this, so I thought they'd be able to go in 4 pockets, but no, they're very big. They go in 2 pockets. You see, there is a lot. There's a lot, and oh, more than this in the actual photocard book thing. Oh no, I have got the unit one, the Sana Shui and Dahyun one. It was the group one that I didn't include, and there's another 2 there. So yeah, there's a lot. That's why I didn't include all of them, because I don't think they would physically fit in this binder, but they are so, so beautiful. And then this is the poster. So this is all like 1 pocket stuff from now. The Twice-in Jeju Island poster. And then this is from the university kit from Twice University, so the matte thing. And then this is the clear file from the Decon magazine thing, so it's 2-sided. That's on both sides. And then I have, I think this is all that's left, I collect the long flyers, like kind of like I call them flyers, but they're actually kind of like big postcards that they do at Tower Records for Japan releases. I don't have all of them, but I've got a nice little collection. So I've got #twice and One More Time and Wake Me Up. So I'm missing Candy Pop. And BDZ the first one, BDZ the second one, BDZ repackage, Happy Happy, Breakthrough. Oh, and Breakthrough is the last one. So yeah, that is Dahyun non-album and non-photocard. Yeah. On to the next biggest one. So next biggest is my 17 album, Korean album binder. So this has my full Vernon collection and then seungkwan at the back. This one, like unlike the Twice one, also includes album non-photocard inclusions from the albums, yeah. And I literally just have Vernon and then seungkwan. Yeah, so let's take a look. So start off with, I've got Boys B and Love and Letter repackage. I kind of just added these in because obviously there's only 4 cards. It's kind of like trickier to display. But I kind of like the way it looks. Plus this is like one of my absolute favourite photos of Vernon ever, so any excuse to use it. Then we have
Going 17 and All One. I didn't collect this card again for Seungkwan because, well, I didn't see the point. Maybe I should because it's like one of my favourite photo cards ever. And also, incidentally, I bought this card like years ago, like way before I even thought about like photo card collecting, what have you. I don't even know if I had Going 17, but when I found out the existence of a Vernon photo card, I bought it off Depop like a million years ago. I did recently go back and look, and I didn't overspend, which is good. But yeah, so this is like this is probably my like oldest card. Well, it's not the oldest card in this binder because the first ever photo card I pulled is in this, but definitely probably the oldest Vernon card I own, because it took me a very long time to start trading for Vernon because I never pulled him. But yeah, it's just the best thing ever. Then we have Teenage and Director's Cut. Then my You Make My Day page. I just added some stickers with the covers. Made my Dawn using the actual stickers from the album for the versions. And then into a node. So this is a node page 1, which has Begin and the Poet. Yeah, Poet. This is my favorite. I think this is my favorite Vernon album card, just of all time. Well, I don't know. If you know me at all, you will probably know Silverhead Vernon is my religion. And I just love this photo card. I have 2 of it because I think because obviously I did a Valentine slot, so I got like a load of sorted photo cards for a node. So I ended up with 2 of it, and I keep it on my bedside table framed because that's how much of a loser I am. Then we have Hope and Truth. Then we have Real. That's annoying. Real and the circle stickers. And then my Mirae album cards page. This was the last one to come in that literally just got here a few days ago, which prompted actually starting the video. And then I have kind of started to collect the like website specific pre-order cards for Mirae, because I don't know if you've seen, but there are a million of them, literally a million of them. I'll never have them all, but I want to have as many as possible. I collect HMV photo cards, which go in the other binder because I want to keep all the HMVs together. So obviously I haven't included the HMVs in this. But like, this one was Weverse, this is K-Town for You. These are, I don't know, I think one's Yes24. I don't know, but they're sites. I've got another one on the way, which is the like net version kind of photo shoot. And then there's a few others that I really want to get my hands on as many of them as possible. At least enough to fill a page, because I'm pretty sure there's way more than 9 of them aside from the HMV ones. But yeah, so obviously they're not technically album photo cards, but they go with the Mirae, so that's why I keep them on this page. And then we enter non-photo card stuff. So these are his postcards from 17 Carat. And then his Love and Letter bookmarks. This one's the Korean one, and this one's the Japanese version, which I recently got, but I figured they ought to stay together. And then his Love and Letter repackaged Polaroid, and his paddle from Going 17. And I also, I pulled both of these actually in my albums, so I keep the hip hop team on with it. It's a little bit annoying that that's like upside down, but I thought they looked cool crossed. And then his All One postcard and a blank space, which will kind of come clear why. It's a little bit stupid. Director's Cut postcards. I have these back to back because the other 2 aren't as nice. And then Star on Lenticulars. So this is Meat version. this is Set the Sun. So I actually don't have his follow version lenticular. This is like way over a year ago, like actually around the time that the You Make My Day albums actually came out. I got scammed on trading Instagram, and so I lost a lenticular. It was a Hoshi one. So because I was like a lenticular down, that's why I never actually ended up trading for it originally. And then a bit more recently, I set up a cross trade, some Twice stuff maybe, for the follow lenticular, and it got lost in the post. I just kind of feel like maybe I'm not meant to have it. Like, I love it, and obviously I really want it because it's technically this like collection isn't complete because of it, but I don't know, I just feel like fate doesn't want me to have it, and I don't want to spend loads of money on it. I always keep an eye out to see if anyone's selling it, because if someone was ever selling it for really cheap, like in the UK, I'd probably snatch it up, but they never are. If anyone's ever selling it, it's always for loads of money. Like, I don't want to spend, I don't know, I feel like I'm cursed and I'm not supposed to have it, so that's why it's missing. Plus, if I did get it, I'd have to rearrange this whole situation, and that actually would probably end up being quite stressful. Then lenticulars from You Made My Dawn. So Before Dawn, Dawn, Eternal Sunshine, and then the behind the scenes cards. So Before Dawn, Dawn, Eternal Sunshine. And then I have his Anode mini posters. So Begin and Poet, Hope and Truth, and Real. Which this is just, it's everything. It is everything. And then his bookmarks from Mirae. So that's the 4 of them. Oh, yeah. And I also keep my Kino cards in here as well, because obviously they're album related. So these are his 2 director's cut Kino cards. You Make My Day. You Made My Dawn, page 1. You Made My Dawn, page 2. This one really bothers me, because it's vertical and the other ones are horizontal. It's a fit picture though, but yeah, just really bothers me. And we have Anode and Mirae. And now Seungkwan. So I don't do the display thing with Seungkwan. I just put all of the photo cards in chronologically, just one after another. So you'll see that. So obviously we've got Boys B, Love and Letter, Growing 17, and the start of all one. And then Teenage, Director's Cut. Oh, so here it is. This is the first K-pop photocard I ever pulled from an album. So the first album I ever bought was Teenage White Version, and I pulled Seungkwan's card. I didn't start collecting Seungkwan for a really, really, really long time, but because I, still loved him so much at the time, I didn't want to let it go. Plus, it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, and I was a bit sentimental because it was the first thing I ever had. Back when I was kind of like earlier on in my Vernon collection, I actually had it up for trade for a while, but I was really, really specific about I will only trade it to the exact, like the Vernon White Version 1, and like only under all these conditions, basically, because I didn't want to get rid of it. And then I ended up acquiring the Vernon one of other means, and I was like, yeah, okay. And the reason my Seungkwan collection started was kind of because I like wouldn't let go of his cards, and I used to pull them all the time because obviously I wanted to keep them because like I loved him so much. And then I ended up, I had like a full page of Seungkwan cards. I was like, you really may as well just collect him. And then I did. But yeah, this is what started it all. And then You Make My Day, You Made My Dawn. The You Made My Dawn corners are so rounded compared to the day ones. And You Made My Dawn finish. And then the start of a node. More of a node. The rest of a node. And the circle stickers. So I collected, because I ended up having so many albums from a node because I got the fan sign slot, I collected Seungkwan's like not photo cards for a node, and I've done the same for Mirae as well, but I didn't do it for earlier albums because that would have meant like going back and getting this stuff. So I've only been collecting his like posters, bookmarks, stickers and stuff from albums where I've been like, the album's been coming out since I've been collecting seungkwan, which has only been an ode onwards. Before Hengray came out, this page was empty with just the real sticker on. So I'm very grateful to Hengray for filling this page and making it look a little bit better. Yeah, there is Hengray cards. And then here's a Node mini posters. I don't know why I did the Hope one on a page by itself, whereas I did real for Vernon. And there are his Hengray bookmarks. And that is it for my 17 Korean album binder. The next chunkiest folder is my Vernon non-Korean album binder. I was about to say photocards, but I'm pretty sure there are some like non-photocard stuff in the back. Not much, but it's mainly photocards. But yeah. So I keep my Japanese cards in here as well. So we have We Make You and Happy Ending, and then Fallen Flower. There will be 24-hour ones to come soon, which, yeah, shouldn't take too long. But there's 5 versions again for 24-hour, so 24 hours, 24H. So I'm gonna have to do another page. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain, but I'm sure they're gonna be beautiful. We all saw that music video. Wow. And then these are my HMV cards. So to begin with, I just collected the like album specific HMV cards. So this is going 17 direct, all one teenage director's cut, and so on and so forth. But then I decided to kind of collect all of the HMV ones. So like these, for example, they are technically tied to an ode, but they were kind of like an ode. I like these were like venue limited, like, you know, they were like also tied to other things. So I kind of just collect all the HMV ones I can get my hands on. There are like 2 earlier ones that I'm missing. And I'm pretty sure I now, so obviously that's all the way up to an ode. That's Fallen Flower. That's more Fallen Flower. And 2 Hengray. There are a shit ton more Hengray HMV cards, but I have them all on the way. I just got an email this morning saying that my proxy had got them from Mirae Japan for me. So I do have, you know, in terms of like what's been purchased and what's on the way to me, I am up to date with HMV cards, but I will not be very soon because a new Japan release is about to come out, so that probably means another 10 HMV cards for me to find and buy and cry about. I then have, these are the trading cards from Japan releases. Obviously, we thought that they might end up doing the same for Fallen Flower, but that never happened. Was that because of COVID? When did Fallen Flower come out? Was that... Why did the event not happen? Surely it must have been because of COVID. Like, my mind is so scrambled. Like, lockdown has messed with my head so much. I have no concept of time. I don't know when Fallen Flower came out. By the way, they didn't do the event and do trading cards for Fallen Flower, so we only have We Make You and Happy Ending. And then I have, similar to how I did with Dahyun, I've got my Carrot Fan Club photocards and Season's Greetings. So that's last year's Season's Greetings. That's the year before, because the year before that it wasn't a photocard. It's in here later, so I'll show you it later. Oh, and then I do my Carrot Lands first, except they're kind of not in order. This is 2018 Carrot Land. Yeah, this is 2018 Carrot Land. Those are solo cards, and I actually bought the Vernon and Hoshi unit off someone, but I am pretty certain it's lost in the post because it's literally been months now. That's what happens when you buy something from Thailand at the start of a global pandemic. I kind of only have myself to blame for not paying for tracking. But so I'm probably looking for that card again if anyone has it. And 2019 Carrotland with the 2 units as well. And then 2017 Carrotland is here just because because it was the same kind of style as the Boys Wish ones. I wanted to keep them together. So we've got 2017 Carrotland, and then we start on concert cards, which I'm pretty sure I've got chronologically. So we've got Boys Wish, all the Boys Wish concert cards, which I now have all of these. For a while I was missing 2 or 3, but they weren't all from one set because the way I bought them to begin with, I started buying some of these way before I formally started collecting Vernon on album. I'm pretty sure these were a gift from my sister, which is one set, and then I kind of bought, I saw someone on Instagram was doing a sale, a mega sale, where they were selling these cards for £1 each. That's why I bought kind of everything that they had, but they weren't all from the right sets. But either way, very recently, thanks to some wonderful people on Instagram, I got this finished off. So I now have all of the Boys Wish concert cards. I don't have all of his units ones, I just have some. But I don't specifically collect unit cards. I collect all of his solo stuff, and then, as and when for unit stuff. And then we have Shining Diamond Korea, the cards, the solo ones, which is up to here, and then Diamond Edge Korea. And then these 2 are just freebie Polaroids. My absolute favourite thing to get as freebies are actual Polaroids, actually Fujifilm ones, especially that, look how hilarious it is. And also it just completed the page and looked right, so thank you to the people who gave me these. And then, continuing chronologically, this is Diamond Edge Japan, which this is probably my most valuable page. I know I said in the dahyun binder that my that would be an interesting thing. I wonder what's more valuable, my Diamond Edge Japan page or my Twice TV 2018 page. Probably the Twice 2018 just because it's 9 cards, but I'm sure this would give it a run for its money. The Diamond Edge cards go for so expensive, which is why I would never even entertain getting any of the unit cards because I just can't afford it. Plus the horizontal, and I like vertical cards. If they were vertical, RIP my bank account, but they're not, so I'm not going to get them. But yeah, I'm so happy to have this. I've had it for a while now, but it's one of my favorite things ever. Blonde Vernon, it's very, very special place in my heart. Diamond Edge is a very, very special place in my heart. We have the DVD of the Korean one, and honestly I watch it every other week. And here's Japan Arena Tour cards, and then Ideal Cut. I keep so obviously these are Ideal Cut in Korea, and then these are Ideal Cut the final scene, which obviously was after Japan. Was it? Yeah, it was, right? Chronologically. But I just keep all the Ideal Cut stuff on one page. I don't actually have any of the units for Ideal Cut either, because they're all horizontal as well, aren't they? Either way, don't have them. But yeah, this is my Ideal Cut, Korean Ideal Cut page. And then my Japanese Ideal Cut page. So I recently discovered that there is another solo Ideal Cut photocard. Very recently discovered it, so I've only actually added them on to the non-album templates and the Ideal Cut templates in the last couple of months. I'd literally never seen them anywhere. Until someone pointed it out, and I managed to find photos for all 13 of them. I had never ever seen them before. They kind of look a little bit like this one, but they're not hollow, and he's not holding the diamond. But I have just recently acquired it. Thank you
so much to someone I follow on Instagram who managed to find a listing for it, and they're adding it to one of their like Japanese orders, and then so I will have the complete Ideal Cut set soon. But can you believe that for so long I really thought I did have the complete Ideal Cut set, and there I was thinking I knew what I was talking about, but life again proving that I really, really do not. So soon this will have an extra card on it, and then it will actually be complete, especially because I have the 2 units, because they're vertical. I like vertical cards. And then here's Haru page, which I adore, especially this. It's just the cutest thing ever. And then we have OTU Korea. So I have all the solo cards, but technically there's another with Coops and DK in it, but because they're horizontal, I decided I'd only get one of them, and that way it fills a page, because otherwise, whatever. Like I say, I'm really not that fussed about units and like how strict I am on collecting them, so this looked better, so that's all I collected. And then OTU Japan, which is just adorable. The like autumn theme is just the best thing ever. And the Japan Dome Tour, which didn't actually happen, but they had already produced the merch, so the trading cards came out anyway. This was only one of his unit cards was actually vertical. I'm pretty certain only one of them. Definitely only one of the ones with DK. So I got that one as well to go on the page. Plus, purple is my favourite colour, so the fact that they had a purple theme for the unit cards, I was like, I have to have one of them just to celebrate, and I think it looks really, really lovely. And that is just the best. And this is my like kind of brand collaborations page. So obviously most of them are the same, and then like other brands they've collaborated with photocards. I don't have all of them, like there's a handful of others that I'm missing, and some of which are quite expensive. So it's not a major priority for me, but I would like to eventually have them all. But this is what I have for now. And then I have pretty sure there's 5 now. I have 3 of the Moshi Moshi cards. This is my pathetic DVD collection. I only have 1 DVD card because I can't afford the others. I actually have 1 on the way. I do. I have an OTU Korea 1 on the way. And then these are kind of just other things. Like that was You Made My Day Taiwan edition. And that was like a venue limited thing from We Make You. So these ones kind of don't go anywhere else, so I just have them on this page. Oh yeah, and then these are the Shining Diamond Japan photos. There's actually 5 of them, and 1 is like on the back. I don't know if you can see that. Just because I don't know where else to put them. These are the Polaroids from OTU, which would have been on sale at OTU Europe had OTU Europe happened, but it didn't. I'm not at all bitter about it. And then this is Season's Greetings 20. It actually says in it 2018, but where it wasn't a photo card, it was this. Then I keep my Japan release things here, so I always have the like high touch entry card and then pre-order postcard. So for We Make You, for Happy Ending, and then for Falling Flower, like they didn't quite do it the same. There wasn't like a different photo shoot postcard, so I just got some other pre-order things. I think that's Tower Records, and that's, I can't pronounce where that's from. But still with the high touch entry card, just so they were kind of the same. And then is this all that's left? Yeah. Is his poster from the most recent 17 Season's Greetings. This is his solo poster from that. And then that is Vernon non-album. the next biggest folder, which isn't very big, it's pretty small actually. This is my everybody but EXO Twice Teen folder. So all the collections in this are very small, but it's got a few members in it. So it starts out with Lisa. So I have her Square Up and Kill This Love photo cards all on one page, just kind of like that, because for a very, very long time these were her only Korean photo cards. And then I have the Kill This Love puzzle pieces all on one page as well. And then the recent edition, the How You Like That cards, I put the, you know, the like gift cardy, group cardy thing, I put it in the middle just to fill this page out a little bit. So yeah, there they are, beautiful as they are. Oh, and then I have, because I ordered from K-Town For You, for that I collected her K-Town For You pre-order cards, which are a little bit too big to fit in the 9 pocket sleeves, which is really, really annoying. I don't know why K-Town For You does that all the time, because they did it with meki as well, and they did it with Pentagon with the last album as well. Like, they're just too long. They fit in that way, but they stick out the top, and oh, it does my head in. But I figured I would collect them all anyway, and just display them like this. And then I have her How You Like That postcards, and then this is my little pathetic Lisa Japanese collection. So that's the Polaroid from Kill This Love Japan, and that is her photo card from Do 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 Do. And this is, I just keep this in here because, so when Kill This Love Japan version came out, my dad was actually in Japan on a business trip, so I forced him to go to Tower Records and to buy the album for me. Saved me a lot on shipping, and I think this was like a benefit of buying the album in Tower Records, so I keep this in here. Then we have Cherry Bullet. So back when Mirae was actually in the group, I collected, I double biased, so Mirae and Yuju, so I collected both of their cards. So these are the Let's Play Cherry Bullet photo cards, and I have both of them. I love how this page looks. It just, yeah, that really satisfies me. And then the same for Love Adventure. Kind of ironic how Mirae has been like not in the group for 2 comebacks, yet there hasn't been a physical release since. But we're not going to dwell on that. FUFNC. Seriously. So both Mirae's, both Yuju's, and then the group card that comes in all of the albums, I kept that on here as well. And these were their KCON New York or LA? I don't know. One of the KCONs, their stickers from that. And I also collected broadcast cards, but just from the first album for both of them, because as the albums went on, the broadcast cards got really, really expensive. So I decided I would just keep it to these 3. So I have both members for all 3 of them. And I won't collect any more because broadcast cards that is a very expensive rabbit hole. And I also have Yuju's card from the light stick, but obviously that came out after Mirae left, so there's only Yuju. Going forward, I will just collect Yuju, but as I said, there has not been a physical release Cherry Bullet comeback since she left the group, which was over half a year. They've had 2 comebacks since, not a physical release. Give us a physical release. Please. FNC, just give us an album. Ugh. Then we have my Hui collection. So for Hui, I am up to date minus 1 photo card. It's a demo 02 or demo 01. I can't even remember. I can't remember which photo card I'm missing, but I'm missing 1. And I've got the rest. So these are just, when I finally get it, I'm probably gonna have to move this, and I'll put the photo card in on this page, and I'll move the ID picture from the first album to somewhere else, but I'll work that out. These are the black hole photo cards with the pre-order cards. No, they weren't K-Town for You, were they? They were just pre-order cards with the album. Really proud of myself for doing this because I find pentagon trading quite difficult because there aren't that many people who collect. But I managed to do this whole thing all trading. I just stuck to it. I kept looking for trades and I found them and I completed. Very proud. And these are all the classic cube awkwardly shaped photo cards. So we've got 5 senses, thumbs up, and summer. So these ones, technically you can get them in a 9 pocket, but well, these ones kind of stick out the top. And the summer one, it makes me very uncomfortable because the like wiggly edge is so close to the thing. I just don't really feel like it's very safe. So I prefer to keep them in the 4 pockets. Plus, because there's 4 of them that don't really fit, they fill a page. And then, this is a bit silly that I've got their first album and their most recent album together on a page. And then Genius, which again, we didn't get a photo card for. We got a bookmark and a postcard. But then they like call these photo cards, even though that's not a photo card. That's a bookmark. But yeah, beautiful nonetheless. He's not even in that. He's literally not even in that. Oh, I hate Cube. And then his postcard from summer. Then I have my not very impressive suyeon collection from meki. So I have my lucky page here, which is almost completed, but because the lucky cards fill a page, I've got them separately and then I've got everything else on a page. So obviously this was from the first album, so it's pre-lucky, and then these are all post-lucky, but until I've got more of a semblance of a complete collection for her, I'm not really worried about how I display it. I just kind of wanted to shove it all in. But yeah, these are the cards I have so far of hers. I don't own all meki albums yet, so therefore I haven't started trading for the cards. But yeah, I'm in no big rush. It's nice to still have something to do. Then this is my super M page. I just wanted 1 card for each rather than, because I know there's two from the American versions and then 2 from the Korean ones, but yeah, I just wanted 1 for everybody. So that's my super M page. And then this is my kind of little mismatched thing. So I have this Minghao photo card just because I adore it. I pulled it from one of my Going 17 albums and it is just amazing. Like, I don't know if I ever even put it up for trade because I love it that much. I physically couldn't let it go. So it lives in my binder on my assorted page. And then I like to kind of have at least 1 card for each of like my biases from other groups. So I've got 1 Gong Chan from B1A4, 1 Helen from EXID. And then this is my really tiny Fromis 9 collection. So I double bias in Fromis as well, G1 and G-Sun. So I do the same thing as like I'll only trade what I already have from the album, and I only have 3 Fromis albums. Yeah, I only have 3 Fromis albums. Soon to have more because they're having a comeback. Yes, everyone please support that. So yeah, so that's why I don't have many so far. And then these are my cards I got from Self Portrait. I only got 1 copy because I just wanted the CD to play it in my car. And that is my 1 card I got from City Lights. I don't actually have Delight, but I will do one day. And then in the back of here, I just have, this is all stuff I got from events. So when OTU Europe was supposed to happen, we still went to some of the cities because hotels and flights and trains and what have you were unrefundable. So there were a lot of like cafe events and stuff. So I have things from like cafe events and stuff. So it's all like fan made stuff in the back. And then I also have like Polaroids from friends in the back of that. So nothing here is official, so I won't go through it. But that all stays in this assorted binder. So that was that one.
Okay, and finally, this is my smallest binder, although it's actually getting a little bit chunky for this. So I might have to upgrade it to a thicker folder. But this is my chanyeol collection, so it's just chanyeol. You know what, on second thought, this might be my most valuable page, just because of this card. So this is Mama A version, but it's Korean press, and they are like, I don't even know how I got my hands on it. I bought it from Macari and I got a pretty good deal. But they go for ludicrous prices these days. So that's like my nest egg. Like, I'm holding on to that for a special time that I need some money really quickly and I'll sell it. But yeah, so I have all of Chanyeol's EXO photo cards. We'll get onto unit stuff later. So I just have everything out in order. So second page. So that's the thing about EXO in comparison to my 17 and Twice binders. They have so many fewer cards. Because they don't do 10 and 20 photo cards per album, unlike the other two groups I stan. And then this is where it gets a little bit muddled. So I have all the way up to Love Shot, and then I have What a Life. Wait, What a Life isn't... Oh yeah. So I kind of did things chronologically instead. So obviously Love Shot happened, and then What a Life with XOSC happened before Obsession, of course. Yeah, okay. Now it makes sense. So I've got up to Love Shot, and then I have the 6 What a Life album photo cards, like on a page like this, displayed together. And then back on this page, I have the Kino cards. This is actually a Kashbi card. I think I ended up buying this from Yes Asia because I needed to make my total a little bit bigger to get free shipping. So I chucked that on because I needed to. So that's why I have that. I don't collect his non-album cards. And then these are 3 Japanese cards as well that I have. Oh, there's What a Life. And I use the stickers from the albums as well. Then I have Obsession, because chronologically that came after. So EXO version, XXO version, Obsession version, and that is his card from the Kino. And then this is where it's a bit incomplete, because it's recent. So this is 1 billion views. So I have 2 of his solo photo cards, still missing 1. 2 of the unit cards, still missing 1. So anyone has these 2, please trade with me. And then on here, I decided to just go with his solo ones for the Kino rather than the unit ones as well. Certainly for now anyway. So I'm just missing this one. I have another of this. So I bought 3 of it, of the Kino. And I pulled 2 of this and 1 of this. So I have 1 of these. If you need this chanyeol one and you have that chanyeol one, please message me. Please trade with me. And then, I said I don't collect chanyeol non-album. That was a little bit of a lie. So I collect, I say collect, I've done this twice, but I will continue to do this going forward as well. Photo cards from Season's Greetings during years that I've stanned EXO. So there have only been 2 so far. So these ones are from last year's Season's Greetings. I think that was a K-Town For You pre-order. And then these 3 are from the year before. This is just a freebie. Again, my obsession with actual Polaroid film freebies. Plus, I thought it matched quite well, which it does. So yeah, that's the only non-album stuff that I collect when it comes to chanyeol. So like, end of this year, I will do the same. I'll collect his photo cards from it. But other than that, I don't delve into the non-album waters because money. Then we have his non-photo card album inclusions. So I think I've got these in chronological order. Watch me not as we go on. So Miracles in December and For Life. And then The War. So with these postcards, let me get this out.
So obviously they have one member in cartoon on that side and then one member on the other side. So I actually pulled this one, the Schumann and Chanyeol one. The other one where Chanyeol's on the other side, somebody literally messaged me yesterday saying they had it and they wanted to trade for something I have. So that was the last thing, that like postcard thing that I needed for Chanyeol, and it is now on the way. So thank you to that person. So that will go here. Then we have Don't Mess Up My Tempo, the domestic postcard, and the international postcard. And then this awkward little obsession page. So they're the photo slides from EXO version, XXO version, and then the postcard from Obsession version. It's really annoying the way that kind of sticks out, but didn't really know what else to do with it. And these are his solo postcards from 1 billion views. And these are the unit postcards from 1 billion views. Oh yeah, so it's not just photo cards from Season's Greetings that I collect. I kind of get a lot of it. So these are the postcards from last year's Season's Greetings. And then this is his like solo poster from the year before Season's Greetings. And then there's 2 solo posters from last year's Season Greetings. I think because generally people sell the like Season's Greetings, they do like group orders for Season's Greetings, and they'll sell like a whole members set. So I joined a group order for Chanyeol, which is why I ended up with the whole thing. I actually bought this separate to the photo cards, but obviously I ended up with both of them. But yeah, so it's the only non-album thing I delve into for Chanyeol is Season's Greetings. And I'm not going to go back and get Season's Greetings from before I was an XOL. It's just during. So that was Chanyeol, and that's it. That is it. That is all of it. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry this was so long, but I have too much stuff. But yeah, that is, I'm not even holding all of them. The rest of them, the other binders are off to the side. But yeah, that is everything that I keep in binders so far. Probably it'll be a while before I do another one of these, because my groups are kind of like, you know, they're slowing down on their comebacks a little bit. But I'll do another one eventually when I have a big change. Because obviously there's been a big change between this and the last one, and there's no point me doing another one, and the only update is there's like an extra page in each binder, because that would be stupid. So it'll probably be a while before I do another one, but I will do one eventually. Thank you very much for watching and indulging my stupid hobby, but here it is.